Okay, we're gonna have to put the old smoke out, and we're gonna deploy some more sugar syrup. Even spray the guards that are flying around so that they get sticky wings and have to land. There you go. Hey bug farmers, welcome to Bug Farmer Beekeeping, where we dive into the world of apiculture, beekeeping, and bees every week. This is the place to share laughs, explore bees, and learn together, all without taking ourselves too seriously. To join our buzzing community, it's easy and it's free. Just hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, and let's cultivate beekeeping knowledge and fun together. Now, let's get into the bees. Hi, and welcome back to the channel today. Well, today we're on a mission. I haven't been over to the farm bee yard in about a week, but the last time I was there, when I left, I ordered some queens. Well, the queens weren't supposed to ship until the 9th, and it's the 8th, and they arrived yesterday. So I've been trying to keep them alive all night long in their little packages. I gave them a little drip of water, a little drip of honey, several times throughout the evening, and I woke up this morning and they were a little bit sluggish, but they were still alive. So I'm hoping that we can get these queens installed in the apiary alive today. Now, whether or not they get accepted or not, that's up to the fates, but it's my goal to get those bees into the two hives that are queenless before they die. If they die, it's my fault. It's not Man Lake's fault, because again, they arrived yesterday sometime in the afternoon. I got home from work and I saw some boxes. I also ordered some boxes for my honey. I saw the boxes on the front porch, but I didn't notice there was a package sitting on top of it, so I left them there. And then about dusk, I remembered, hey, you know what? There's some boxes on the front porch. So I went out to get my boxes, and on top of the boxes was a package that said live bees, keep out of direct sunlight. Well, there you go. So I brought those in. Like I said, I gave them a couple of drips of honey to feed them and a couple of drips of water right when I found them, and then before I went to bed, and then this morning when I woke up. So my goal is to get out there, get this taken care of before I go off to work today. So I tell you what, next time I see you, I'll be at the bee yard. All right, so it is fairly early in the morning. Actually, the bee yard has not woken up yet, so there's going to be a few bees in here. I am going to do a quick inspection just to make sure that we don't have a queen, because every time that I get in this hive, it's very, very calm inside here. But I can't find a queen, don't see any evidence of one. We're going to look for eggs. I've got a flashlight, so we're going to do everything that we can to make sure that there's no queen before I put another queen in this box. Now, I do have some pollen patties that I'm going to give them, and I'm not really worried about beetles because I have the Beetle Sucker 5000, and last week when we were out here, we cleaned all the beetles out of the hives. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. And I've got my queens inside this box. Good morning. Don't mind me. Okay, there are quite a few bees in here. Quite a few. Hello. Now remember, this hive also had a queen cell that I accidentally ripped open, and if it's in here, I'm going to go ahead and remove it today. Hello, girls. Make sure I don't have a queen on the back of this, just because. I might as well check. There are an awful lot of bees in this hive for it not having a queen. Something for you. Something for all of you girls to keep you cool. keep you happy. Everybody in here. There you go. Okay, it appears that we have a lot of girls on these two top frames up here. Makes me wonder what's going on. All right, got nothing happening there. It looks like they're capping honey. This hive is awfully calm. I tell you, it's awfully calm for not having a queen. Awfully calm. There we go. And there we go. Nothing happening there. We are going to check every single frame because I don't want to put a queen in this hive if there's another queen in here. Okay, nothing happening there. At least we know they have food. Between the two apiaries, I've probably got between 500 and 1,000 pounds of honey sitting on the hive. Now there's a couple of drones, well, not drone bees, but drone cells, which makes me think, okay, wait a second, laying worker situation. Let me look in here really quick. All right. No eggs and no queen. I really am concerned about robbing this time of year too, I'll tell you that. All right, nothing happening there. Big zilcheroni. Now these bees are nowhere near as small as the bees that I saw in hive number 17. Hive number 17 has some tiny bees. Tiny queen and tiny bees. Okay, nothing happening there. Nothing happening here. Okay, they're getting a little bit rambunctious. I'm going to give them some more sugar syrup. This is amazing how quickly it calms them down. Okay. Just make sure, if you do that, if you use sugar syrup to entice your bees to be calm, don't put any essential oils in it. No, nothing with smell, because you don't want to attract bees from other hives. You don't want to start a robbing situation. This is odorless sugar syrup. We have nothing going on here except a little bit of honey. All right, one more frame, then we're going down. Not seeing a queen. I didn't expect I would. Nothing happening there. Nothing happening there. Okay. I am hearing a lot of fanning. Let us go down a level. Okay. This is where the bees are. Look very closely for a queen and for that queen cell that I kind of ripped open. I don't want it to hatch now. No stinging the bug farmer. Put them in a trance. Oh, now they're jumping off the frames onto me. Come on, guards. I know it's morning, but I've given you something to eat and a little bit of smoke. Okay, let's look for the queen. Okay, there's a lot of honey in there. I've got a bee attacking my face right here. That's a debunked queen cell there. Okay, no queen on that frame. No evidence of a queen on that frame. Let's look here. No queen on that frame. Being I've got them on my face right here. Okay, we're gonna have to put the old smoke out, and we're gonna deploy some more sugar syrup. Even spray the guards that are flying around so that they get sticky wings and have to land. There you go. They're not happy with me being in here this time of the morning. I tell you what. All right. I'm not seeing any eggs. I see a lot of nectar in there, uncapped, and my flashlight is blinking on my chest. That's interesting. Okay, I didn't shut it all the way off. We can do that. I do not want to distract. You know what I'll do? While I'm going through this hive, let me set a queen on top and just see how they react to her. Let's set you down right here. And see what you do while I work that way. There's an awful lot of bees in here for not having a queen. Awful lot of bees. They don't seem to be interested in that cage at all. Let's turn it sideways. Okay, we have some girls smelling it now. Nothing here. Nothing here. I think I just heard a chupacabra back in the woods. I don't know what that was. See how they're doing there. Okay. They're not showing much interest on that cage. I mean, it looks like they're not for or against. That's not a good place to be when you think you need a queen. Got nothing there. Ain't nothing happening there. All right. Okay, there's a lot of bee bread. No eggs at all. And no queen. Okay. So if we're going to have a queen, she's going to be on these frames right here. What's going on that cage? All right. There is a queen. They don't seem to be that interested. I don't understand what's happening here. Maybe it's because of the sugar syrup I've sprayed on here. Keep these girls busy because I've got guards launching all over me. The minute I move the frame just a smidge, and they're just not on that queen cage at all. That makes me think that I do have a queen in here, but I don't. She's not laying. If I do, there's just, oh, there's hive beetles. I've got to go get my Beetle Sucker 5000. I'll be right back. I should have put on my headband because I tell you what, I've got sweat running down my face already. All right, let's see here. Where'd those beetles go? There's one. There's two. Just whack two of them. These bees just do not care about that queen. Okay. Gotta keep my eyes peeled. No brood. All right, got nothing there. Let's double check. You think these bees would be so happy to have that queen cage on there. They're just not. I don't understand. Let's put it over here. Hello, ladies. Look at that. There's a queen there. Give her a look. Give her a smell. Yeah, all right, look here. Man, I have bees all over me. They're trying to get in my face mask. They're shooting the banana on me. Don't put the banana on me. I don't want it. I do not want it. None for me, thank you. I don't understand. This hive doesn't make sense to me. The bees are calm-ish. for being woken up this early in the morning and having an intruder in their hive. I have given them some manna from heaven though, some sugar syrup, but they're awfully calm. They're not interested in that queen at all. It's like she's not even there. It's like she's not even there. I would almost be tempted to do a hot release on her just to see what happens, but I don't want to do that just in case. But then again, what if they don't chew her out? Might try something else. I might set it down right in the middle of a frame. I don't think there's going to be a queen down on the bottom. All right. Okay, there are no eggs, no brood, no anything going on in here. The only thing I seem to have are a lot of calm bees, and then again some provoked bees, but mostly calm. All right, one more frame, and then I'm going to pull the cork on the candy side and let her chill. Okay, there is no queen in this hive. I'm going to go ahead and set that there. I'm going to pull the cork on the candy side. Let's set her down right there for a second. See if we can get some bees interested. Or we can set it right here. Let's do it here. More bees. I mean, it's literally like they just don't care. We have a couple of them crawling on there. Okay, it looks like we have a little bit of interest now, but not much. I mean, for a hive that I've not seen a queen in this hive in 3 weeks, there's not any evidence of any brood whatsoever. No evidence of a queen. They don't seem that excited. And not only are they not that excited, they're almost disinterested. Hey girls, that's a queen. That is a queen bee. Big Zilcherino. Okay, now we have a little bit of interest. Okay. Let's see what happens if I try to move some bees out of the way. Well, they move. They don't care. Okay, it looks like we have some interest now. All right, we have some interest. That's good. But I think I'm going to do a hot release. It doesn't look like they're trying to sting her or anything. It's like they just don't care, but I know they don't have a queen. Okay, let's just push them around, see if they're not trying to get back onto it to sting the queen. Let me go ahead and open this up. Okay, let's cross our fingers and hope that everything works out here. We're going to put these two frames together to see if she'll just walk around on them for a while. There she is. Okay, she's walking. She's walking. I am gonna paint her while she's out here. I am gonna paint her. Just because. No, I'm not, because I don't have my marker on me. Well, we'll leave her in that cage for a second, right down there. Now I'll go get my marker. They can come in and out of the cage, but she can't leave. Let's just let her. She's got her head in a cell. They're all smelling her. Now, if they try to get her, I do have a clip. I can save her. They're not stinging her. They're not stinging her. Okay, I'm going to put her in the hive. She's right there, and they seem to be okay with her. I'm going to go ahead and button this hive up. So you know what I'm going to do? I don't want to do anything crazy on that frame there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give them a little bit more sugar syrup to all pay attention to. There you go, everybody. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to call it a win. I mean, the only way we're going to know for sure is if we come back in a couple of days and see if she's still alive. I think that worked. Again, I think it was a hot release was the only way to go because they just didn't seem like they didn't seem like they were into her, but they didn't seem like they weren't. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. All right, bees. Okay, I hope you're happy with your queen. You're going to say that this one is queen right. We'll have to check it later. You know what? I'm gonna added queen on today's date. All right, so here's the situation. This hive is a dead out. They are dead. There are ants in it, and there are wax moths, which means I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with that queen. And I think if I can find 10 frames with comb that have not been damaged by a wax moth, what I'm going to do is grab, doggone it, grab a couple of frames of brood and nurse bees from another hive and do a split and just toss that in here with the new queen. There's the wax moth right there. You're dead. That's the culprit. Which means she's probably laid eggs all over this frame. All right. What I may do is just do a walk-away split with another hive. Find another hive that's got a deep, well, 2 deep boxes on it, and just carry the other deep right over here and throw it on the hive. Yeah, the wax moths just tore this up. Yeah, they're pretty much on every frame. What a difference a week makes, right? Last week, there's a wax moth right there. Last week, when my buddy Brady and I were out here, this was a week, but queenless hive. They still had a population in here, but it looks like they were robbed out. I can tell that by looking down in the bottom here. They were robbed out and then invaded by wax moths, because that's their bees. Oh, and there's a queen. They had a queen. Take all of these frames, they're going back to the house. Which ones I can put in the freezer and save, I will. The ones that I can't, I will melt down. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a full hive body off of one of these other hives that have 2 deeps on it. And I see one right there, which would be number 12. I will make sure there's no queen in number 12. I will put number 12, one of the boxes, on here with some bees, with some brood, with some food, and then I will put the queen cage in here and let them get acclimated to a new queen. That's the plan. New brick incoming. Okay, so the plan is this. We're going to get us a couple of frames of nurse bees, a couple of frames of food, and we're going to move a big box back to that hive. That's the plan. Hello, ladies. And then we're going to give the queenless nurse bees a queen. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove this. All right, don't need any of that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look in here for some nurse bees or some food frames. Either one right now. This video kind of went off the rails, but that's what happens. That's beekeeping. It's problem solving in real time. It's kind of why it's fun. Okay, nothing happening there. These frames are empty. I mean, completely. That is a frame that a queen could lay on. All right, we have nothing at all up here. Nothing. No food, which is bad because I need food on a deep frame. Need food for, maybe there'll be some down on the bottom. Let's go ahead and remove this whole thing here. I know that the queen is not up here, which is good. We need nurse bees anyways. All right, let's see here. Problem is, this time of year, there's not really a lot of frames with a lot of brood on them. They're kind of in wind down mode. Okay, that is a nice frame of food. And some bees. That one can go. That is a nice frame of food. Okay, we have, there's our queen. Okay, we want to capture her. That's a nice looking queen too. We'll go ahead and capture her so we know where she's at. Okay, so we've got the queen. We know where she is. Let's see if we have any eggs on here. Eggs I'll take. Eggs and nurse bees are good. Yes. Okay. So this is a frame of brood and nurse bees. We'll move that over here. All right. We will give them this. All right, let's see if we can find another frame of brood and nurse bees. I don't want foragers. Foragers are not what I want. I want only nurse bees. Okay, there's another frame of brood and nurse bees. I'm going to go ahead and take it on both sides. It's exactly what I need for this fledgling hive. And let's see what we have here. Okay, that's a frame of brood and nurse bees. I'm going to leave this for them. They need to keep their population growing. All right, that is nothing. Okay, so now we have this. We need some food. which we have right here. We give this to them. All right. Okay. And a couple other bees for their population. These girls can have this. We will let the queen go. One out. And there she goes. She's back in the hive. All right, now we're going to take these bees and put them over there. And remember, they have an entrance reducer that's only able for one bee to get out, so that's going to allow them to protect from robbing right there and keep them safe. Now let me close up the other hive, and I'm going to put the queen on here. Okay, I also just stole another frame of food from another hive. Let's put that right here. That way these girls have more food. I'm going to see if I can find another frame of eggs from another hive. That will make sure that there's kind of a hodgepodge of queen pheromone smell in here, which should allow for the queen to be more easily accepted. In my brain, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Let's just have a quick look for a frame of brood, and then we will be out. I don't have much time left on my battery, so I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to film. All right, there's a full frame of brood. We are going to make sure that we do not have a queen on here, and then we're going to snag it, because that's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. We're going to go ahead and put this one down really quick and look at the next one. It's also a pretty nice frame, and again, if it's got nurse bees on it. Okay, keep your eyes peeled for the queen. I do not see her. Right there. I do not see her right there. Either one of those two frames would be acceptable. Okay, what do we have here? There's our queen right there. Oh, she's a big one, and she's not painted. We're going to give her the old painteroni. We're going to go old school. We'll paint her on the run. Here we go. There she is. Nice queen. Well, we're going to leave her right there. And we're going to take 2 frames of bees and move them to the other hive. All right. Here are 2 blanks. We'll put those right in the middle. They can draw them out if they want. There we go. Queen is in there. Let's snag these 2 frames. Filled with nurse bees and a nice population. Okay, all of these are nurse bees, so they shouldn't be too aggressive. We're going to go ahead and give them all some sugar syrup and then spray our queen cage with a little bit of sugar syrup. That way the queen can get a little bit of water and a smell of the old queen when they come up to clean it off. We're going to go ahead and put it in there well, let me take one of these out and kind of jam our queen right there, and then put it right There. Okay, she's in there. They can chew her out with the candy. Let's hope she survives. All right. And there you go. This move here is kind of sketch. Let's just hope it works. Right now, we're going to say that that is queen right-ish. All right, so before we go, I've got one more thing I want to do. I think I'm going to move this hive. I've got bees coming and going from the front, and these bees have never been in this hive in this location, which tells me that those are bees that have previously robbed out the hive that was here, and they're coming back to this one. Now, I have a small entrance there, but I don't know that those nurse bees are going to be able to guard against robber bees, even with a one-hole entrance. So I'm going to move this hive over to a pallet, and I'm going to move a empty hive from the pallet over here. And I think that is going to do everything we need to protect these bees. Let's go grab an empty hive. Okay, this hive is now going to live in this position. Let's try to get this hive over there without spilling the bees everywhere. Here we go. Oh, goodness. All right, well, there you go, the end of another adventure. Now, I tell you what, this didn't turn out the way that I thought it was going to turn out. I thought for sure I was just going to come here to the bee yard this morning, put a couple of queen cages in, pop the cork, and then go on to work. And that was going to be the end of it. Well, the bees had other ideas, as they often do. The first hive, they were indifferent. They were like, we don't need a queen. We're good without one. Now, we went through that entire hive, and we looked at every frame, and I did not see a queen. If you saw one, leave it in the comments below. I don't think I missed her. I'm pretty certain there's no queen in there. We didn't see any eggs, no brood, no evidence of a queen. But that little queen cell that I ripped open last week, it was gone. Now, maybe it hatched, but I don't even think it was close to hatching. I think maybe the girls just tore it down after I wrecked it. But we did a hot release there. I didn't expect to do a hot release today, but it looks like she's going to be okay. We marked her, and she was kind of walking around the hive a little bit when I left her. So I think that's going to be okay. This hive, on the other hand, this hive had a low population of bees, didn't have a queen, but it had a little bit of brood, and everything seemed to be all right with it last week. Well, I came back today, and it's been robbed out. It's got wax moths in it. Everything that can be wrong with this hive is wrong with this hive. It's a dead out. So that was 3 dead outs, but we decided to do a split from 2 of the other hives. We took 2 frames of brood and nurse bees from one hive, 2 frames of brood and nurse bees from another hive, put them all in here with a couple of frames of food and a queen cage. So hopefully the young nurse bees won't care one way or the other, and they're going to say, yeah, we'll go ahead and eat out the candy plug, let the queen out. She's going to be our queen, and everything's going to be right with the world. But then I remembered, wait a second, this hive was robbed out in this position, so we carried it back over to the other side of the bee yard. And I do have bees coming to this empty hive right now looking for food, but there's nothing in there, so maybe they'll just leave and everything will be right with the world. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. If you have something to say, by all means, please comment. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, take a moment, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell to be notified of my new content. I do try to drop a video every Friday. We try to keep it light and have fun. So with all that said, be happy, and I will see you next week. Take care.